morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. My name is Kimmy and I'm representing ESC Scot. Today I am joined by the fabulous Dean and Cian, and we're going to be reviewing the semi-final 2 and talking about our prediction for the qualifiers. We're going to talk about why they should qualify, why some shouldn't qualify, and we're just going to have a deep dive on all of that business. So,
well, we done this yesterday. We done our semi-final 1 predictions. Going to do a semi-final 2 today. What we're going to do, I'm going to do it kind of this exact same way, Eurovision style-y, give you a qualifier, give you a non-qualifier, kind of make it a little bit more suspenseful. This is our accumulated top 10, so we took each of our top 10, kind of added them together, and now this is our official top 10. But this is, I think, the most difficult semi-final to predict. Our opinions are really scattered all over the place. There is people that we put in that others haven't. So let's go. Let's do it. We'll kick off with an obvious one, mainly because I've been dying to talk about this one on the channel. And our first qualifier is Finland. Ishkome, Erika Vikman, the Queen.
Of course.
I mean, if this didn't qualify, I'd be chopping my own head off. Like, this just it had to qualify.
Oh my God, Finland is so much fun. Finland just know how to bring fun every year. And we have the amazing Erika Vikman, who done a duet with Kaarija called Ruska. If you're interested, check that out because it's a brilliant song. Erika's brilliant. She's gorgeous. She's sassy. She is sweet and she gets involved with all the other artists. I love that. Okay, so I don't pronounce it the same way you do, Dean. I just say Ikome, which obviously we all know what that means. But like, she was an absolute queen on that stage at UMK. She set that stage on fire. Like, and you know, the results speak for themselves when you see the amount of views that this song is getting on YouTube. It says something about her and her artistry, and she is a fantastic artist. I love the song. It gets stuck in my head. It makes me feel confident when I listen to it. It makes me feel empowered. I love the fact that the song gets quicker towards the end. We all know what that symbolizes. I think that's really clever, and I think it's a good nod to what she's talking about. Is it risky? Yes, it is, but I think it's done in a very tasteful way. Many said that Dizzy last year was too sexualized, but I think that Erika has the right kind of balance where it's going to be tongue-in-cheek, playful, more than erotic. And I can't wait to see what she brings to the stage in Basel.
How about you, Cian?
To be honest, the song has actually had quite of an impact on pride communities and LGBT communities across. And literally every drag queen I've seen is doing that song. I think it's just something about it that everyone wants a slice of. And like I said about the other guy, I don't know if it was Carl Alessandro, she's another one that makes the stage her bitch.
Yeah, no, so true. I mean, we all had this. I mean, to be fair, I did say that all of our opinions are quite scattered. Our top 2, all of us, are the exact same. The exact same. This is second for all of us. So we all had this safely straight through. It's going right in the final. If this doesn't make it into the final, the world is not right. The world is not right. I mean, I'm going to echo everything that Kimmy said. She does really rule the stage. The lyrics are really clever. It's very tongue-in-cheek, loads of innuendos. But the thing is, I feel like the casual viewer will not understand, I think, the lyrics, but they'll understand the performance. The performance aspect of this is just... Yeah, this is amazing. Sailing straight through. I don't think there's any more that needs said about Finland. I think we can move on to another qualifier. From one amazing vocalist, amazing woman, to another, Denmark. We all had Denmark straight through. Surprisingly, I feel like I've seen people think this is a borderline qualifier. I'm not agreeing, and we aren't either, because we all had this sailing straight through as well. This is third overall in our qualifying predictions. Kimmy, what do you think about Hallucination? Why do you think it's qualifying?
Okay, so I'm not going to lie, the staging was kind of non-existent in the Danish national final. But
do you know what? I want to butt in before you say something here. Her staging, I spoke to her about it. She hates the staging as well, and she knows that. She knows it was really shit.
Yeah, there was just
Knows
there
that
was
herself. Yeah,
yeah.
but it won't impact her now because she's changing everything. So
That's what I was gonna say.
I'm not gonna say
So
anything.
once the staging is kind of sorted, I think that this song will stand on its own 2 feet. This is my shower song. Like, this is my sing in the shower badly song. Like, I blast it and I sing it. It feels like I'm flying. It makes me so happy. The song makes me happy, and I love the beat and I love her vocals. And you know, she's got quite a kind of a very versatile voice, because she can go really high and she can go like low too, and I like that. There's a lot of versatility there. She seems just such a sweet girl. Like what I've seen in the promotional material from Eurovision, like she's getting involved with everyone as well, like Erica. I feel that this year is a very close-knit group of artists, which is what we love to see. I had my suspicions at first. It kind of sounded like Tattoo, but I think it's just the chord progression. So, but taking that out the equation, it's a brilliant song and it does stand on its own.
Yeah, no, definitely does. And you echo something you said, she's an amazing vocalist. I would assume if there were still juries in the semi-final voting, this would 100% be sailing through. Possibly could win the semi-final, in my opinion, because her vocals are just possibly one of the best out of this semi-final. Maybe not the best, but she's got one of the best voices in the competition this year. I do agree, staging wasn't there in the national final. I've spoke to her personally. She's admitted that it's changing. There's been a lot of kind of speculation with what she's going to do on stage. I'm not going to say anything here, but
she's changing her outfit, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, because
she's changing outfits on stage. That's maybe a little true. She's having costume changes on stage. So I'm thinking like quick changes is what I'm thinking.
Oh, yeah.
Which is something we don't see often.
Oh,
as
yeah.
long as we don't see any H&M.
Keen, why do you think Hallucination is qualifying for Denmark?
I don't know. It's just got that beat to it and rhythm, and it's catchy. And I can see it being played in clubs all over Europe once everyone gets a slice of it. Because don't forget, the Eurovision fan community is only like a quarter of what everyone else will witness
Less.
on TV. So, yeah, I think it's going to do quite well.
So let's do another qualifier. Let's get another one out of the way. We'll do a surprising one, because we've not done a surprising one yet. So far, we've had 2 predicted kind of safe qualifiers. Ireland, Emmy, Like a Party, we had that through, which for me is quite surprising. In the Eurovision scoreboard, it's out kind of everywhere else. I've seen people are just not really thinking this is going to qualify. Where did we have it? So all of us had this through, but it's kind of towards the bottom borderline. We think this is kind of going to get through, but not by much. Kimmy, you had this 5th. You had this quite high.
Yeah.
Why do you think this is sailing straight through?
I got a bit of backlash from my Ireland reaction. A lot of people were coming for me about Emmy, and so I changed my mind. No, it's a good song. Like I said, it reminds me of my superhero Rob, but my AI. But obviously no one will have heard of that, so I need to try and get away from that. It's a good song. I listened to the lyrics a bit more and realised there's more of a story to it than I first thought. It's good. I feel it's very middling. I put it that high in my list because it's a dance banger and Eurovision party, and I think in that respect it's more of a banger than other songs.
It's very clubland, I think.
It is, yeah. And she has quite a unique voice, and I think some casual viewers will like it. I'm in an iron about it, but I put it through based on the backlash I got and just the fact that it's got good like comments and stuff. I went on the YouTube video and watched and stuff. Given Ireland qualified last year and smashed it with Bambi, so maybe there's a bit of momentum going.
I mean, Keen, you met her at Manchester. I want her to get through based on personality as well. I love her song. I do listen to Like a Party. I think it's great, but her personality is just she's so sweet. You really want her to make it. You can tell that she is so happy to be there, and she loves the song as well. She's there with her brother. She's got like this kind of family tie there. It's so nice. Kane, what do you think?
I really like the song. Like I said, it's like Clubland vibes. Where I think I placed quite far down on
Yeah,
that.
you had a 9th.
The reason why I put a 9th is because the song's good, but I just think with the other songs, I don't know how the public's going to go with voting. But I love the song, and if I could make a get through, I would. But I feel like there's something missing to be able to get higher up in the top 10 for me.
I agree. I had this 10th, so I really do think this is going to be kind of borderline. I really love it. I do love the song. It would be higher if it was personal. Yeah, and I like the lyrics. I like the message. A lot of people have been kind of weird about the message of the song. The fact that it's about Laika the dog being in getting sent up into space. It's like a sinister story.
It is.
I don't think it is. I think she's putting a spin on it. Yes, it's kind of a sinister story. Yes, it didn't turn out well, but I think she's turning it into a good thing. She's turning it into kind of a positive thing, turning a negative into a positive. That's what I see it as.
When I done the reaction to this song, like I did go for her for the lyrics because I found them really generic. I didn't understand that it was about a dog in space, like a party in the sky. I just thought, oh, that's just not very imaginative at all. But now I realise that there's more to it than that. And, she does talk about the dog howling for the bones and all that. So I'm really sorry for my narrow-mindedness.
Okay, well, let's just talk about Ireland. We think it's getting in. Let's move on to a non-qualifier, one we don't think it's going to get in. This is our first non-qualifier of this video. This is sad. This is so sad. They've just returned to the competition, and I feel like they might not be back next year. It's Montenegro.
Oh no!
Yeah, we don't think we're not going to get through. This, I don't get. I want to start this one because I'm so angry that she's been put second in the running order. Why, when they've just returned to the competition, you'd want them to return next year? You want to give them a good slot. I know she was drawn in the first half of the running order. Put her towards the end. Put her towards the end. This song is good enough. It's good enough. Montenegro have actually came back. They've made an effort, I think, with this. Especially what happened with the Knee and Owen, which felt like so long ago now. I think this song is good. It's a great ballad. She sings it so well. Keen, you've heard it live. You can vouch.
I've only heard the song a couple of times as well. There wasn't really much for me to go off with the song for how the public will perceive it.
You found it uninteresting and you've not wanted to listen to it so far, or again?
Yeah, but that's my opinion. But obviously, I should have listened to it while making the thing. But it's hard when you've got your favourites and you're trying to make a thing what you think the public's going to like, because you're just listening to your favourites all the time.
Well, none of us had this through. No one even remotely thinks this is going to get through, and that is sad. Seriously, Kimmy, what do you think? Why do you not think this is going to make it through?
It's just too safe. I just feel it's plodding, and I just feel it doesn't really go anywhere. I thought that when she first won as well, and to be put in the second position is that's the nail in the coffin, the final nail. It's a ballad, and I've got to ask why the EBU put a ballad second.
I disagree. I think that a ballad, I always expect a ballad to go in second spot. I mean, if we look at past running orders, I feel like a ballad's kind of always placed there, but I just feel like the EBU they've just kind of stuck the middle finger up to Montenegro here. I do agree. I feel like it doesn't really go anywhere. I feel like for a ballad, it does have to have kind of something extra, something different. This doesn't have anything different. I do love the language. I love the Montenegrin language, and I'm really glad that they're sending something in their own language, because I feel like if this was in English, it would be monstrously worse.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
It's sad. It's sad because I really want them to get through. But
I think they could be a borderline shot qualifier.
They could. I mean,
look at Luxembourg. They come back last year and they got through. Everyone voted for them because they were back.
True, but Luxembourg's a different story, though. That was completely different. Also, I do want to just point out we are total hypocrites, because on the video yesterday, I think it's me that's being the hypocrite, because I was like, we as Eurovision content creators, we should stop kind of saying that the second spot is a dreaded death spot. And we just went on about Montenegro being in the dreaded death spot. So yeah, complete hypocrites. But we'll just skip over that. Next up, we'll have a qualifier, a predicted qualifier. I thought this was going to be higher. I'm not going to lie. It is Australia, Gojo with the Milkshake Man, or just Milkshake Man. We all think this is getting through quite safely, but it's 5th in the leaderboard for us. Cian, you've spoke to him, you've spoke to the main man, Gojo himself. Why do you think this is going straight through?
Well, I don't think I placed it high, did I? I think I placed it in the middle. The song's very, very good and different from what Australia's ever produced. Seeing some of the clips of the pre-parties, I'm not going to lie, is very struggling with his vocals. You can tell from seeing it at the pre-party, from the actual studio recording, that it's being mixed. Even as me singing the song, it doesn't sound right. The music's that powerful. There's not a balance for the voice for the song, so it just sounds like you're talking through this song. No offense to whoever's produced it, I just feel like it's kind of like bringing his talent down with the backing track and how the musical instruments are involved and everything that goes into making a backing track. I just feel like with how it is singing it live, it doesn't show his capabilities to what it does in the studio track, because they've had to. If you watch it live and listen to the studio track, they're very, very different.
Yeah, although I wouldn't judge the pre-party performances, because many people do that, and it's so annoying because it's a pre-party at the end of the day. It's not meant to be taken too seriously.
I'm not judging the performance. I'm just saying, compared to what I've heard at the pre-party, with how it sounds, it's completely different to the studio recording. But I do blame that on the actual track itself and how the song's being written, because it's not showing his vocal abilities when he's singing it live. Because if you do watch the every single pre-party, it sounds like he's just shouting it and talking it rather than singing it. I do love the song and I want it to get through.
I know you love it. I love it as well. I do listen to this quite a lot. I think it's fun. I've showed my wee cousins this. They love this song as well. It's a bundle of fun. And it's opening the semi-final as well. I think that's quite a big thing. I think it could get through just based on that. The open, I'd love to open with someone that they think is going to qualify. Kimmy, what do you think?
I mean, I feel like the backing vocalists really carry this song. And I agree with Cian, there isn't much singing in this song as such. It is a lot of talking, and the shake is not a state of mind and all that. Like it's very it is kind of like talking, borderline rapping, and I feel that the chorus is really held by the backing vocalists, that do the wee high pitched shake, shake, shake. It is very much by the backing vocalists. He's a kindred spirit, and he's fun and he's adventurous, and I love that about him. I loved the interview with Cian. He was so surprised at that video of Cian with the milkshake. But yeah, I'm hoping that he does well, and I do hope he qualifies, because I think it's lovely when Australia get to qualify because of how big the fandom is in Australia for Eurovision. They've been our diehard fans for many, many years, and yeah, I hope Australia qualifies.
I think they do deserve it. I'd really love to see Australia back in the final. They've made an effort this year, and Gojo's a lovely person as well. He's got an amazing character, I think, on the stage. Even if his vocals aren't great, I think he's going to serve this really well. It's going to look really good.
I think his personality could serve it quite well if the staging is right as well.
So let's go to another non-qualifier. Let's kind of sail straight through this one. Let's try and get this one done quickly, because I think we all agree that this one is kind of dead in the water. DOA. It's Georgia. For Georgia, Mariam Shingala with the song Freedom.
It's just really, really safe and plodding. And if you bring a ballad, there needs to be something more to it, and it just isn't there for me. I just don't get any vibes from it. It's just very monotonous. I'm sorry.
I do love her. I think she's got an amazing voice. Her voice is insane live. Like, she's another amazing vocalist this year. But I wish she just had a slightly better song. Like, the song is okay. It's passable. Like, I can listen to it. Your face, I can listen to it. It's for Eurovision. It's not for Eurovision. yeah, Georgia's hit or miss, and they've completely missed with this one, I think. Keane, what do you think?
Well, I had to put it on my qualifiers, if I believe I'm right.
Yeah, I completely, I didn't notice that. That's how forgettable it is.
I think they were very far down. I just like the lyrics and the melody of the song, and I think
Yeah, but you like it. Why do you think other people like?
You're probably going to disagree with me for this. You know that I found Ramonda last year boring in the studio version, and when I saw that last year, I was crying, and I just feel like it's going to have that Ramonda vibe for me, and a load of people did support Ramonda, so that's why I feel like it's just got that Ramonda vibe for me. But it could be hit or miss. I'm not saying it's going to get through, because obviously this year, if you're doing a ballad, you need to be thinking out of the water and out of the box and out of everything, because some of the ballads that are in the competition this year are...
I'd like to see Georgia get in the final again. I just don't think they're gonna with this. I just don't see people picking up the phone for this against what is a really strong semi-final. But let's go on to another qualifier, from a negative to a positive. Let's talk about Greece, Claudia, Astromata. We had that safely through. Keane, you're the only one that thinks this isn't going to make it. Explain. Why do you think Greece will not make it?
For Greece, it's people have different opinions, and I think I didn't base this off. I didn't base Greece off of, qualifying from the public. It's just not my cup of tea, but I think it's one of them that I've got to wait to see what it's like to have.
Yeah, but it's not your cup of tea, but do you think it will be other people's cup of tea?
I don't think it will, for some reason. You two's going to disagree. I feel like from last year with Marina Sate, it's just Marina Sate's up here, and that's down here for me. And I just don't think that it's got that spark to get through this year.
I mean, I agree in a way it's maybe a wee bit of a downgrade, but I think there's a subtlety to Astromata that I absolutely love. And yet again, another really strong female vocalist in the semi-final. Yeah, again, it's a hit and miss with the staging. I think it's going to look really good though, because this song, there's just staging potential is there. Yeah, I think this is going to get through. I don't feel like we're going to get a shock with this. Kimmy, what do you think?
Well, let me just put on my glasses. The glasses like Claudia. Can I just say that she rocks the hell out those glasses? This is a really good song. I think that it's very chill. It's a song that I can relax and listen to, and I kind of feel myself getting lost in it. I love the ethnic feel. It's very Greek. It feels Greek. The way she uses her voice, instruments, just the whole of it just feels so Greek. And I love that about it. But I can see from Kane's point of view as well, because there is times where it can get a little bit, like it's the same thing again. Like, let's change it up a little bit. But I know that on the stage she'll change it up, and I can see her doing like the vocal acrobats and all that to make that last part really stand out. I really liked the staging when I first saw it, and I loved the people on the floor, like lying down on the floor and everything. I thought that was really cool.
A bit static.
It is static, but because the dancers, they were lying on the floor and it was making like a shape and everything, I thought that was cool, and it kept me glued on the dancers. Yes, she needs to bring more, like when it comes to Basel, because it's like you said, she is going to be quite static, so she will need maybe something like maybe one or two backing dancers, but keep it really low tempo, subtle in the background, so it kind of draws your eye to it. But like, I think it's a good song, and I think it would be nice if it qualified.
We just say appreciate Greece for sending Greek twice in a row as well.
Yes.
I'm out in a while, so yeah, thank you very much, Greece, because it's a beautiful language and a beautiful song, and I hope you do qualify because I love it. Okay, let's go for the one that we all had as our number one. I mean, I think we can let's just say it in three. Okay, I'm going to count to three, and we'll all say who the winner is. You ready? 3, 2, 1.
Austria.
Okay, there we go. trying to get that when there's a delay is very impressive. JJ, Wasted Love. Yeah, that we all had this as our number one, sailing straight through. We don't even need to talk about it, but I'm gonna, because I've been dying to talk about it.
You know what? Don't hate me, but I feel like this has got the Rise Like a Phoenix vibe ever since. The only reason why I think that, have you heard the mashup with that song with Conchita Wurst and JJ? The mashup between Rise Like a Phoenix and Wasted Love. It's literally, it's like, I just feel like it's got that vibe now.
In that video, JJ, he finishes the song, he ends it on Wasted Love, and he totally outsells Conchita's vocals as well. Like, JJ has got one hell of a voice. And I don't know how, like, I don't understand opera. I don't get why people like opera. I see when people go to the opera and like a theatre and they sit down and watch going, yes and Norma. I don't get it. What is the point in that? I just don't like opera. I know other people do. There is a certain category of people that love it. I don't get it. So when I got told that this was going to be an opera song, like predominantly opera, I was like, oh, come on. But he does it in a way. It's popra. It's popra. I think we can say popra. It's so clever. It's so clever the way it progresses. I love the fact as well, after the first chorus, it doesn't, like, the second verse isn't so long as well, and it keeps you engaged into the second chorus. It doesn't kind of have you veering off. It keeps you excited and you get ready for that ending. It's EDM, like, it's just, I am obsessed with this. This is my most listened song of the year. I'm going to predict that it's going to be my most listened song of this whole entire year. Yeah, that's me. I can't. Carry on, you go.
Who needs to calm down over there? This song's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. The first time that you hear a song and it just grips your heart, that is what happened when I heard this song. I was on the train on the way back home from college, and like I wanted to burst out crying because it gets you in the heart. He has an incredible voice. I've said this from the start. I think his voice sounds like a violin. Like, it actually sounds like a proper instrument, which is so cool because the voice is an instrument, but to make your voice actually sound like a beautiful violin is insane. I don't know how he does it. I've never heard a voice like it, and I've heard some opera that I'm not a big fan of opera either. I just don't find it that accessible for me personally. But this,
Susan Boyle, poor Susan Boyle.
This I could listen to all day. It's absolutely fantastic. There's such a high level of artistry and quality behind this song. It's so epic. Like, even in the second verse, you have the big, like, dong, dong. That's what keeps me engaged. Like, oh, there's some grit in here now. I feel like I'm walking up a hill. Like, I don't know. It's otherworldly. It's freaking sorry, but it's surreal. It is surreal. It's not even a song. It's like an absolute masterpiece for your ears. It's stunning.
It's like the song takes you on a musical journey, which I don't think many Eurovision songs actually do that.
I think I disagree in a way. I think every winning Eurovision song takes you on a little bit of a journey. If you think of all the winning Eurovision songs in the past, they do take you on a journey, and I think there is a pattern here. I won't say a word of who I think will win the competition, but I think from our reaction there, I think it's quite well known.
I just hope that staging is like the music video, which I've heard it's going to be. So I cannot wait to see this on stage. I think it is going to be a really epic, history-making moment.
There's the producer of the show, one of the producers of the show, Christer Bjorkman, that's how you say his name. He let slip that one of the artists is going to be flying this year. Need I say, I think it's going to be JJ. I would be surprised if it's not, but let's not talk about staging.
If anything, it should be Justina flying.
We will talk about this on a different day. We will definitely talk about this. But let's go on to another non-qualifier. We'll have a wee shock non-qualifier. I feel like this might not be... It might shock people that this isn't through. I feel like I don't know. I don't know about this one. We'll discuss it. We'll see. But we have Luxembourg not qualifying. Laura Thorne, Le Poupée Model's song. we have it not making it. Nope, none of us had this through,
Yeah.
which is interesting. Like, not one of us had this through. And I feel like this, I personally think this could make it, but I didn't have it in my top 10. This it just shows you how strong this semi-final is.
Right. Can we just get the elephant in the room out the way? The whole, the song title, the poopy thing. Like, you just know people are going to listen to it. They're going to be putting it on Twitter or X. They're going to be bloody tweeting out, like, did she just say
Why?
poop? The
No, but
poopies.
look, that's French for puppet.
Yeah, but to like English speakers, they're going to listen to it. Don't tell me that people aren't going to take the pee out of it, especially young.
No, but it's a nod to the song that won. Is it not France Gall?
I think people are going to take the pee out the name. I'm being honest. I can just see
I
it
don't
on.
think so. I think you're taking that in a different direction. I don't know why you think that.
I don't know.
I'm literally using my dog to hide behind.
What I would say about this song is I really loved the staging.
Yeah.
The whole ballerina toy town vibe. I loved that. The song's good. There's a lot of las in it. La 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 la. Like over and over. A lot of las. It's not bad. I'd see it if it was going to qualify. It'd be a borderline qualifier.
I actually like the song, to be fair, but I just feel like it's missing something to actually be able to be in the top 10.
No, but I agree. I like the staging. I like that it's got the nod to the past Luxembourg winner. I can't remember the song, but it's got Poupée in the name as well. That song, and I think it was the 1960s. It was like the first time Luxembourg won. I can't remember the song. I actually can't remember the song, but it's a nod to that. I think it's very clever. The performance starts out with that kind of black and white image of that 1960s stage, and it kind of reveals into the modern stage, and her staging it's really good. I think they're elevating it for obviously Basel, but I hope they keep the fundamentals of the original staging because it's perfect. But yeah, there's something missing in the song for me personally to make me go, wow. But I do think this could make it possibly. I think this could be the qualifier that shocks me personally. I do think it can make it, but personally, between us three, we don't have it through. Let's go through to another qualifier. Let's have one that I thought was going to be higher with us. A lot of people really like this song, and people think this could potentially win the jury, which is quite insane, I think. Kimmy, you had this not making it at all.
No.
Do you know who it is?
No.
Czechia.
Oh, gosh.
Kiss Goodbye, Adonis. Explain.
Don't come for me. I don't know. I feel like it's missing something. Like you guys said about Luxembourg. I think that this song's missing something too.
Do you like the dance break? Do you think the dance break fits the song?
I can't even remember the song now. I just know it goes kiss
goodbye. Dun, 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 dun.
But the dance break part, I can't think of right now off the top of my head. I just feel it's kind of middle of the road and it doesn't grab me. I don't think it has a really special moment as such. I don't know. It just doesn't gel with me, this song. I'm sorry.
I think it's got a bit of power in it. I do feel like they've made an effort. Czechia actually they've done something clever with this. I do like the song. I think the music video is really good. I think the staging is going to be quite good as well. I mean, Czechia is hit and miss with the staging, but because this song there's so many paths they could go down for staging. The one bit I don't like about this song is the dance break. It feels like they had an idea. It feels like this song was created first without a dance break. Yeah. And they've went, oh, I want to do a dance break. And they put a dance break in just for the sake of it. I hate when they do that.
Yeah.
The only times dance breaks actually work in Eurovision songs is when the dance break was originally planned in the song. It happened with Chanel. That idea was locked in before they recorded it. And the same with every other successful dance break. And there's not been that many. So I just don't get it.
I just skip by this song.
Okay, Kimmy. Kiss goodbye.
I mean, why do you think it's going to make it? We both had this through.
I don't know. It's got very good media attention. It's got a very good public perception. And it's a very generic, plain sailing Eurovision song. It doesn't. I don't think there's anything that is done that makes it unique as such. but I feel like it's one of those songs that's very generic Eurovision song that that's going to plain sail straight through to the final.
It's very radio friendly without the dance break. I think without the dance
Yeah.
break, it'd be very radio friendly. I like it. And
Compared
I think
to Malta's.
people really love this as well. It's quite high on the Eurovision scoreboard, unexpectedly. I didn't think it would be so high, but people really do like this, and I think it's going to get through based on that. Let's do another non-qualifier. Let's say Serbia. We have Serbia as not qualifying. Mila, Prince. You done the reaction to this, Kimmy, didn't you? What do you personally think about it, and why do you think it's not qualifying? Oh, actually, no, you have this qualifying.
No, I think I did, yeah.
You have this in 10th. Why do you think it has a chance, or why do you think it's borderline?
Yeah, it's borderline because I heard that there was a revamp, and I haven't heard the revamp yet, and I'm only going by what I reacted to, and it was quite a touching performance. But then, and I'd said it before, he's a very handsome man. I liked the LED on the floor and everything. That was cool. So again, it's a kind of middle of the road for me. Like, it doesn't really, it's quite generic, and then it has a wee Eurovision moment at the end, and then that's it. And it's kind of like, it's quite slow. Like,
Yeah.
And I just think, like, I'm trying to be open-minded because of the revamp, but you've said not much has changed in the revamp, so I don't know. It'll be good to have a wee ballad go through, and so that's why I put Serbia. Plus the fact he's very handsome, and that might make, he's quite sultry and swooning. That might make the ladies vote.
The word I would use is he's very suave. He's very suave.
Yeah,
he performs it very well. He's got a very good voice. The staging is changing, so I'm not having this. I've completely blocked out the Pesmazaya Revizio staging. I'm completely out of my mind. As you say, it's very slow. But if you are the type of person that loves ballads and loves very kind of sultry male-led ballads, you're going to love this, because this has everything kind of cliche male ballad in it, like everything.
He's just not what I would put to that song.
Yeah.
Like,
no.
That's not what I expect him to maybe bring out a rock song or something so far. So that confused me at first when I saw his styling.
I actually told him that, and I can't believe I told him that. Why did I say that?
To me, it's not Eurovision enough, and I think I'm not being biased because I like drag queens. Before you come for me, but I thought that the Aram Girls' performance was way better suited for this year's Eurovision competition with what we've got in the competition so far, and I thought that was more Eurovision than Prink.
I found it very cringy. Aram Girls, I ain't gonna lie. But Prince, for us, is not making it, sadly, even though I'd love to see Serbia in the final, but I don't think it's going to happen, sadly. Right, let's do another qualifier. Let's get this one out of the way. It is Malta serving RIP Can't. We have this sailing straight through. All of us think this is going through. But yous have this quite high. The only person here that hasn't got it quite high is me. I have this as 8th.
Oh!
Yeah, I know. And I'm kind of slightly regretting it now. As we get closer to the competition, I feel like it's being forgotten about slightly. Can you agree on that? There's other songs, I think, this year, because of the situation with
I don't think it's being forgotten about. I think it's still quite fresh. Like when I was at Mankagan, literally all anybody talked about was Mariana Conte serving. And not only that, I think it's going to do quite well because a lot of people are going to want to see her get through to the final as a bit of a FU to the EBU for making the change the words, so everyone can try and shout out the word the live final. I don't know. That just what because I've seen a lot of comments like that are saying, "Mate, you've got one job to shout."
No, I regret taking back. I'll take back what I said about it's being forgotten. I feel like there you go. I personally love the song. I do feel like some people are maybe going to think that it's lost a little bit of its flavour since losing that single word. But as you say, I think the audience is going to.
But I think it's made it more. I think it's made it more popular because now you can say, "I'm serving pot noodle or something random. No, you know what I mean? There's always going to be that version out there which she's going to perform.
But the thing is, this song is, I think, the song that most people will already know before the show. Because there's people in my life that have no idea about Eurovision. They don't watch it or they don't kind of engage with it. But this is the one song when I talk to them about Eurovision that they know. So this is the song I think most people that will know before they watch the final. So yeah, I think it's going to get through literally based on that as well, because I think people will know this song and they'll want to vote for it. I think a lot of people will watch this semi-final alone just based on the fact because Malta's in it. If I was to like having maybe a shock non-qualifier, I mean shock non-qualifier, I'd say possibly. We'll come back to this if it happens, and I'll bookmark it. I don't think it's going to happen though. I don't really think it's going to happen. But
I say I'm wearing a leopard print.
Okay, so we have 4 more to go, 4 more countries. 2 of them are qualifying for us, 2 of them are not. Let's do another non-qualifier. It is Israel, Yuval, Raphael, New Day Will Rise. We have this as non-qualifying. I don't know what's going to happen this year. I have no idea what's going to happen. I honestly don't know if this will make it.
People are going to hate me. I actually put it down as qualifying last.
Yeah, you're the only one who had it.
But it's not for personal reasons, though. I just feel like there's mixed opinions with Israel and everything, and I don't like to get into politics. I just like to, but I feel like there is going to be groups of people that like the song, because it is a good. It's a shame because it is a good song, regardless of what's happening in the world. People will like the song because it is a good song.
I'm going to disagree with you there. I feel like Israel are strong in the competition. They have been for years. I feel like this is possibly their... If we exclude Michael Ben David, I feel like this is our weakest Israeli act for quite a while. It's a ballad, but there's nothing special in it, to me personally. We were talking about Serbia, that being a male-led ballad, really strong vocals, and kind of he performs it well. We've not seen a live performance of this yet, and I think Serbia is better. If we're talking about qualifiers and who we think is going to qualify, I would much rather Serbia get through than this.
I'm not very fond of the lyrics. I feel like there's a message in this song. There's an agenda in this song. I'm not going to get into politics, but I don't particularly like the subject matter of the song. I feel it's a bit preachy. Yes, I know that everyone cries, and it kind of feels to me a bit of a sob story song.
Yeah, a wee bit.
And so it's kind of like, oh, feel sorry for us, which is pushing an agenda, and I don't like that. Because of what's going on right now, I don't think it was I think it was a very tactical move.
I don't think that it's more of like feel sorry for us, because I do think it's about a personal experience. To me, I just found that the song was better than Hurricane last year, and I know a lot of people had mixed opinions about Hurricane, but I just thought like it just had something different to Hurricane. I don't think there's an agenda to feel sorry for anybody apart from herself in this song, compared to Hurricane, which was about feel sorry for everybody, if that makes sense.
Yeah, we don't think this is qualifying. You think it is, Cian. Me and Kimmy don't. Okay, our next qualifier is, we've only got 3 more. Our next qualifier is Armenia, Parg with Survivor. Kimmy, you've done a reaction to this. I know that you're a really big fan of this song. So you start. Why do you think this is qualifying?
Oh, because it's the only... Right, I'm going to try not to swear. It's the only rock song this year. Oh, he deserves all the love. Because there really isn't much. I mean, maybe Lithuania, but like, this is the anthemic rock song of the year. And I think because he's so different, because he's the only one really serving rock, he deserves to go through. He's very handsome, he's very gritty, and he's very, he's good on the stage, he knows where his cues are, he makes you fall into the story. Like, I was so excited to see what he was going to do next. He started walking up the rock, the mountain thing. It was awesome. I like that. The only part I'm not so sure about is the stay alive, but I'm a survivor. Stay Alive or something like that. Like, I think that was a
Lazy.
there was some lazy songwriting there. Apart from that, that's the only kind of quip that I have against this song, because I love it and I love the performance, and I hope that the staging's very similar, because I always felt my eyes were constantly following him on stage. Where's he going next? What is he doing now? And it just it was action packed every second. There was something else going on, and I loved that about it. And I loved the laugh. Like, I love that. I think it's a brilliant song.
He's a really good performer. We've got some really great performers this year, but I think he really does sell the song. I think he does it well. I'm not a big fan of this song personally. I mean, because I'm not a big fan of rock. I think you two both know that. But I can appreciate it, and I can appreciate that it is kind of the only rock song that we have this year. I would kind of say that Lithuania is also bordering kind of being rock. They're both in this semi-final. I personally do prefer Armenia over Lithuania, so I would have this over it. We all have this going through, so I would assume that this is actually going to make it. I think this is going through. Cian, what do you think?
I've got to kind of agree with Kimmy. The songwriting was a bit naff, but there's potential for it to qualify.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'd really like to see this qualify as well. Armenia have done really well at Eurovision recently. I think Armenia is one of the countries going to win soon. I don't think it's going to be this year, but I'd like to see the progression of them, and I think this is a part of that. Okay, this is it. Our final two, and this is a hard one, because there's both of these songs I think have their own kind of merits. I think they're both great. Latvia with I can't even actually say the name of the song. Burman Lai, I think, or Burlan Mai. I can't remember the way around it is. Tautomaitas. Burman Laimi, yeah, and then Lithuania. Tavovakis Katasis. Both of the songs, one of them is qualifying for us, one of them isn't qualifying. What one do you think it is? What one do you think is qualifying out of Latvia and Lithuania?
I don't even think I put any down to qualify, did I?
Yep, you didn't have both of these through, but what one do you think will make it?
I don't think either of them were getting through, so I can't really have a say.
I think Latvia's got through on our list.
Okay,
yeah, if it'd have to be between them two, I'd say Latvia would have more potential than Lithuania.
The only person that gave Lithuania any points was me.
Oh.
The only person to give Latvia any points, Latvia no points, is Cian. You didn't give any. We both gave Latvia points, which means Latvia is through. Latvia is our last qualifier. That means Lithuania isn't. So let's talk about Lithuania first. This is our last non-qualifier. Kimmy, why do you think this is not making it over Latvia?
I think that this is a very specific taste. It's an acquired taste, like wine, and not everyone likes wine. I don't think it's very accessible. I believe on stage it will be powerful. So therefore, it might sneak a shock qualifier position, but the song, even though it's rockish, it just is not doing it for me. I find it quite a minefield of a song. It's kind of like a breakdown, but in a song version. Like, you know, like it's odd.
You were talking about songs being repetitive in our semi-final 1 prediction.
Yes.
By God, is this repetitive? But yes. I think I also said that some songs were meant to be repetitive. It's kind of meant to be kind of that kind of pulsing, that kind of...
It feels like breakdown in a song, like a mental breakdown, because they have so much power with the lead singer, that, you know, the growling, the near enough shouting at the end, like
basically that much that it could end up giving anybody watching it a mental breakdown, like live.
Clever in that way. It feels like it's a mental breakdown via a song. He's getting more and more irate as the song goes on. It's going over and over, and it does kind of, it plays with your mind, I think. So I think in that way they've kind of achieved what they wanted to do.
Yeah, I mean, for me, this is a song that I actually cannot listen to. I don't like the song in the studio version. I just can't listen to it. But see, when it comes alive slightly on a live performance, I think there are some songs that just work better on stage. This one does work better on stage. Yeah. Out of all of our non-qualifiers, this is the one I think that could sneak in. I feel like this is the one I think, as you say, there's not that many rock songs. There's not many songs like this in the whole competition this year, let alone this semi-final. I think it'll stand out on that. I do think it is different from Armenia. I think Armenia is its own category. I do think Armenia is slightly better, but I think there is a world where both of these can make it. But we all don't have this qualifying. Keane, what do you think about Lithuania this year?
I just feel like people will think that it's not their cup of tea, and it's not my cup of tea.
No, I'm glad that we do have Lithuania, because I think without Lithuania this year, the competition would be lacking of that sound, which I'm glad. So our final qualifier is Latvia, Tautumaitas. I do find this one quite interesting. This is borderline for us. So combined, we all have this borderline. The only people to give this points is me and Kimmy. Keane, you think this is out? I love this. I think it's a really, really great song, and it does come alive on stage. I love the girls. I think they really do perform this very well. It's ethereal. It's very mystical. I really do quite like the performance. I think people will vote for this. I'd love Latvia to get through second year in a row after such a bad period for them. I think this is a good step in the right direction. What do you think, Kimmy?
I like this. I really like it. The girls, yeah, like you said, the girls sell it. I didn't know what it meant at first until my partner went and like Googled it and what it actually means, like hexes and stuff like that. Like it's curses and hexes, I think it's is the lyrics for it. And then when I realised the context of it, I was like, actually, that's pretty cool. It is. They've got really good voices. They're very in sync with each other, and I think it's very strange, but strange in a good way. I think it'll stand out. Like it could go like Tel Aviv, Portugal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Where everyone loved it in the fandom and they were like, oh, it's so cool, it's so unique, and then it totally flopped. I don't think it'll flop. I think it's really like good. So
I hope it doesn't flop, but it has the potential to flop. I think if any of the entries in this semi-final were going to flop, it could be this one, and I hope it doesn't.
Yeah, this
Keane,
could
what do
be
you think?
I just don't think it's qualifying, just compared to what I've got on my qualifiers list. It's one of them, isn't it? I think for me, it could do well, and it could do well and work in the favour, and it might not. It's just there's a lot of them there's a couple of them in semi-final too, so it makes it harder to know who's going to be in those last few spots in the top 10.
It really depends on the live performance for this. It's kind of make or break, but I really enjoy it, and I hope to see them again. I really love to see Latvia in the final. But yeah, that is our 10 qualifiers. We have done it. So our 10 qualifiers in all order from 1st to 10 or 1st to 10th, sorry, is Austria, Finland, Denmark, Malta, Australia, Armenia, Czechia, Greece, Ireland, and Latvia. And then that means our non-qualifiers are Luxembourg, Serbia, Israel, Montenegro, Georgia, and Lithuania. So, is there any surprises in there?
Okay, Denmark being third, that's a shocker. Like, I didn't know it would be that high up. So when you said, like, Denmark, like, over, like, Malta, higher than Malta, I'm like, what? Like, because Malta's got this crazy buzz. But it is deserved. She's a fantastic performer. But that was a bit of a shocker for me.
Any shocks for you, Keane? Or do you think this is going to be the result that we'll see on Thursday, May the 15th?
I don't know. There might be a slight different result for me. But the first top 5 are the top 5 of the semi-final too.
Yeah, I agree. I think we might have got this right up until like 5th. I feel like we've got Austria, Finland, Denmark, Malta, and Armenia right. I feel like that's kind of locked in. Or Australia,
I think after 5th, I think it's just going to be anybody's game.
Yeah, it's going to be really close this year. I think we might get to the top. Yeah. But yeah, that's what we think. That is our 10 qualifiers. Let us know, what do you think down below in the comments. Let us know. Remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel. We've got so much planned. We're all going to be heading to Basel in 16 days.
Yay!
No! I'm so not ready. I don't think we won't be ready, but we'll be there.
18 days for me, because I've got to wait 2 days to get on the Eurovision flight.
And please come and say hi if you see us.
Yeah, therefore, if you are planning to head to Basel, let us know down below in the comments. And thanks so much for watching this prediction video, and we'll be making so much more content in the future, so remember to subscribe and stay with us. Right, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you
next time. See you, I'll have my Eurovision tattoo.